Senator Tom Atta has introduced legislation that would give Division of Motor Vehicle Program a power to pull over commercial vehicles. Here to tell us more about this bill and its particular and more information about it is Senator Tom Atta himself. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Well, first of all, as the chairman for the Committee on Transportation, I have oversight of the seaport, what goes on there at the airport, and of course our land transportation. And with respect to Bill 61 that was introduced, that really focuses in on the ground transportation that operates between the two ports. Now, we have currently registered on Guam about 6,000 heavy trucks. These are trucks that are over 10,000 pounds that are used to carry much of your cargo between the port and to building construction sites. In addition to that, we have about 800 vans that are built to carry anywhere between 8 to 15 passengers. Now, with respect to the heavy trucks, we do know from studies that the damage that is done to our highways is primarily from the use of the highways by these heavy trucks. But what's also equally important is that these trucks are carrying heavy loads, and so as a result really requires a little bit more attention with respect to the maintenance on their brakes to be able to operate safely on the roads, as well as the operators. Because these trucks, because of their size, because of the loads that they carry, could make our roads unsafe if not properly regulated. Now, we have a division of motor vehicles, which is really tasked with the responsibility of ensuring that these vehicles, these heavy vehicles, operate safely on our roads. But right now, the only authority that they have is to be able to go by the roadside and wave down these trucks and inspect them. But beyond that, they do not have the authority to issue citations for violations that they find. For example, they may pull over a truck and the driver does not have a valid driver's license. Now, in order to address that situation, they then have to call the Guam Police Department and to come and issue the citation. But we all know that the Guam Police Department has its limited resources also. So it could be a while before the police is able to come. So what the bill does then is it will give the authority to the Division of Motor Vehicles to pull over vehicles and inspect them. And if there is cause to issue a citation, then they can issue it there in the same way that a police officer can issue the citation.
Are you seeing a lot of maybe, I guess, concerns from constituents who say, these big trucks are safety hazards and they go, I guess they go fast, some of them, their registrations are not up to date, stuff like that? Is that some stuff you're seeing more
Yes, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of that when the military buildup starts up, when we expect the number of cargoes that will be coming through the seaport quadruple, if not more. So you're going to expect to see a lot more of these trucks traversing our highways. So it's important that we take the proactive measures to make sure that these trucks are in fact safe. We have gotten a lot of calls of concerns that these trucks, they may be operating safely and all that, but the loads that they're carrying is not properly secured. And so these are the sort of things that this Division of Motor Vehicles is actually going to be authorized to pull over and cite. But now, in addition to, we don't want to just wait until we find the trucks out there on the road and pull them over, or that we're driving down the road and we find these violations and then pull them over then. The bill would also give the Division of Motor Vehicles the authority to go to that facility where these vehicles are normally parked and dispatched, to go in there and be proactive about it, go in there and be able to inspect the maintenance books of these vehicles. Say, show me all the driver's licenses of your operators, show me what kind of maintenance program you have for these vehicles. Now, all these authorities is really something that the federal motor vehicle divisions have the authority to do right now. So we're not reinventing the wheel, and they do that for interstate traffic in the states. So we're really taking those authorities, and we're localizing it, and we're being proactive. Let's not just wait until these trucks are out there on the road. Let's go out to their facilities and inspect them to make sure that we do have vehicles being operated safely. Now, in this bill, it also includes the authority to inspect vans, limousines, and minibuses. Now, we have many of these vehicles. We have about 800 that are registered. That carries many of our tourists. It carries construction workers. It carries construction materials. And at least the Division of Motor Vehicles has found that in many cases, a lot of the operators are not properly licensed to operate these vehicles. So these are the sort of steps that we're taking to make sure that our roads are safe and that the vehicles that are traversing it are in fact in good condition, and that their operators are properly qualified.
Perfect.